view the future. You may want to share live, share. Yeah, you want to share. Yep, here live. You want to share the live, you want to share the video, and let's get going. How do you view the future? So much anxiety out there. I said, if you can hear me, put on the chat box whether it's you are A or B. A says, I view the future with so much hope, so much anxiety, so much faith. Yeah. And then say it first. Yeah. And then we'll go on that journey, right? AAO. Can you type what your real name is? Thank you for joining the live. Yes, you can share the link too. Let us share what we found. AAO. So my name is Tamara. I started on this journey of free enterprise. Free enterprise, you can also call it the road that's less traveled. Many people target different things as we keep going. Road that's less traveled, free enterprise, different things. But I tell you what it is. It is taking charge of your life, taking charge of your future. I like the idea of if it is to be, it's up to you. Many people would rather play safe, like have a safe, secure job with benefits. Unfortunately, there's hardly anything like that in the world today. So people are back to a spot where they didn't want to, they would rather not be in. Thank you for that response. Let's see who we have there. Thank you for the response. Okay, AAO. AAO, can I know your name? Thank you. AAO says, I'm an A. I'm viewing the future with so much hope, so much anticipation. Yes, hope is something you don't want to lose, don't want to lose out as you face the future. So uncertainty is almost, the feeling of uncertainty is almost a common thing in our world. The people are not sure. They're not sure what's going to happen. They're not sure what's going to happen to their job. They're not sure what's going to happen to their business. There's hardly any promise of anything. They're not sure what move to make because we live in a time where you can't afford to make so much mistakes. So I want to welcome you all. Thank you for being here. And the whole idea of what we do, what we found, is to empower you. It's for you to give yourself the permission to take back your power. That is actually what this is about. To take back your power, you owe that to yourself. I mean, you can't hand over the say of your life, what happens to your finance, what happens to your children, what happens to you, your health, to another person. You have to ensure that as you go on, you are in charge of that. And don't only want to keep that to yourself, won't even see how much you can multiply that. As much as you can multiply that is what actually empowers you and enriches you, and especially your own offspring, the people around you. How much power do you have over you? There's so many people who hardly have choices, right? Today is supposed to be holiday where I live in Nigeria. And there are people that have to work. They don't even have the choice of saying, okay, today is holiday, I have to work. If they have to stay home, it's because they were given the permission to stay home. They were given the permission to stay home. Thank you, Mr. Bedford. Your response is AA. Invite someone, share the link into this room. Let us have a little discussion before we go to another training, another international training. If you like to join us, just send us a message. I'd like to join that international training you mentioned. Because you also want to be sure, you just don't want to say that, oh yeah, I have hope, I believe, I have faith. You also want to be sure about your plug-in, the circle that you belong to. That is actually what feeds the way you feel about the future. Whether you feel hopeful about the future, whether you feel despondent, whether you look around at things and it looks as if you don't even know what to do. Right now, as we talk, people are migrating to different countries that they don't even have that they hardly have full information about, because they just feel like, oh, if I move, if I migrate to here or there, it may just be better. Okay, so the circle that you belong to, the things you allow to enter into your mind, your subconscious, is what feeds how you feel, your anxiety, how you feel, because it starts from within, it starts from your mentality, your mindsets. And that's what we are all about. We want to make sure that you don't lose your power. You don't lose the say over your own life. You don't even lose the say over your finance. That's what this whole thing about. That's the vision that this is premised upon. Okay. Yes, we have the quantum product. Yes, we have avenues for you to earn, but the major thing here is to really make you independent, financially independent, time independence, financial freedom, time freedom, the freedom of choice, the freedom of to say, no, this is how I want my life to go. This is what I want for my children. No, I don't want this. You can actually have a say. Okay, that the question, very quick question. How much say does a poor man have over his life? How much say does someone who has hardly eaten, who cannot even take care of his family, how much power do they have over their life? And that is where income comes in. That's where finance comes in. And that's where money is a subject that we just have to talk about. But in making money, you find that there are a lot of people who have worked so hard, so hard for so many years, and they are hardly getting by. Why? They are getting frustrated. They're getting tired. It's not working. They used to have a very good job. They used to have a very good position, but it's not working. They used to have a business that was flourishing, but right now it's not working. What do? So that's why you need to share this video. You need to share what we found, okay? So that we can learn. If it's not working, there is a reason why it's not working. And if you can accept the truth, okay? If you want to still maintain the power, because you are the architect of your life, that's the truth about it. If you still want to maintain the fact that you are in charge, then one thing you may have to do is to accept the truth. And the truth remains, one truth we have to face, or one question we have to ask ourselves, like I learned, asking the right question is what will actually get you to the right answers. We're not making a headway today. Most people are not making a headway because they're not asking the right questions. And how do you even know the right question to ask if you don't have the right information, okay? And so, why is it not working? Why hasn't it worked? Why am I not on top of my finance? Why am I losing the ability to take charge of my life? Why? One thing we have to accept is that everything works on principles. You can't shake that off, especially if you're living on planet Earth. Work on principle. So what's working for you? What are you working on? Okay, and so that's actually what I want to share with you. I want us to have a mindset shift. I want us to start thinking. I want us to start thinking of how we can take charge of our life, take back the power that we have. Yes, I do not believe that we came into this world to just be passerby. There is a purpose for which we are created. There's a purpose for which you are still alive, see the light of the day. So there's got to be more. There has got to be more. There's got to be more. There's the reason why I'm still alive. There's a purpose of why I'm here. So there's got to be more. Right? And there's so much that has to do with income. So much that has to do with income. We can't but talk about it. 7 o'clock Monday to Friday. This room is open from 7 p.m. every single day. We come to discuss. One of the things I love about meetings, positive meetings like this, is that it puts me in the atmosphere where I can start thinking, where positive ideas start flowing in. All right? And so you also want to ask yourself, how am I using my time? Everybody gets 24 hours every single day. And most of us, even the 24 hours that we have, okay, that 24 hours that we have, most of us don't use it well. Most of us allow it to waste by the circle of friends that we allow to get into our life. We have to be very responsible. We need to be very, very responsible. Responsible for to the extent of who we allow to share our time. Because time, I mean, if I say time is valuable, if I say time is money, if I say time, you can't get it back, it's not enough to describe the importance of time. If you've lost it, you've lost it. So before I even talk about the importance of multiplying time, that if you just restrict yourself to the amount of time that each individual is given per day, then you've also restricted how much you can make. You've also restricted how wealthy you can become. So time leverage is important. But even the time that you have in your hand, how are you spending it? If you understand the essence of time, one of the things one of the places you want to be every evening is here on the Zoom call, 7 p.m. The 45 minutes you will spend here would be very good investment of your time. Because when you come into this room, you must learn something. You won't only learn something, you open up your mind to ideas that will flow for you to see how you can be more, earn more. Do you understand? Okay. So instead of spending time, on social media, maybe on the TV, on that program, on that movie, spending time on the phone, discussing a particular topic, I don't want to say gossip, over and over again, you want to ask yourself, this time I've spent, like Tim Sales told us one time, maybe you can even set an alarm hourly. And for every hour that passes by, you want to ask yourself, what did I just spend that last hour doing? What did I just do? 6 o'clock. What did I do between 5 and 6 o'clock? What did I just do? Between 6 p.m. and 7 p.m., what did I just do? If you can get accountable that way, I tell you, our life will move forward. Okay? So that is even talking about the time that is available for us. And of course, it's an old saying that time waits for no one. It keeps moving. They even say, be like time, keep moving. But the fact remains here that if it's just the time that you have allotted to you every day that you have, you only have so much. And after some time, you will have less. Okay? Because you need time to sleep, you need time to eat, you need time to commute to work. So on the long run, you might have about 8 hours available for you to work. If that's all that you have to give in order to earn, then you are limited. Because don't forget that we're not getting younger. Some of us are looking at our hair now. We're saying, golden line. My children tell me my hair has 3 colors. Mom, your hair has 3 colors. We are getting older. We're getting weaker. And we're losing time too. So as you're here listening to me, I want you to think, number one assignment, how can I multiply my time? How can I, is it possible to multiply my time? Because the only way you can multiply your resource or how much you earn is by being able to multiply your time. They say there's something the wealthy knows that the poor people don't know. They say the rich gets richer, the poor gets poorer. It is information. It's what they know. It's what they found. How can I multiply my income? For example, if you have 400 people working 1 hour per day for you, automatically you have 400 hours as your 400 people. You have 400 hours per day, right? If they do that for 5 days.
Hello, kindly mute the person's singing.
The singing 50 is weeks per year. Automatically have 100,000 man hours annually. Versus if you have to do it all by yourself, you just have 80,000 hours, 80,000 lifetime hours if you're doing it by yourself. So this is a platform where we need to start thinking. Do I want to do it all by myself? I did a video the other day, I came live and I said, are you doing your income all by yourself? And that's why you see people. I believe things should get easier. I mean, we come into life working hard. Many of us work very hard. I have a lot of people who work real hard. I can give that to you. People give it what it takes. And then you meet them at some point in their life, you see some level of comfort. Then as time goes on, they have the access they have to that comfort drops. It drops. They used to have cars. Now they have one car, and then they have no car. Their lifestyle drops, and you just know that no, something is wrong. And we need to start asking questions. We need to start analyzing things. We need to start wondering, why is it like that? Okay. So time leverage is something you want to ask yourself, do I have the platform I'm working on, the business model that I'm using, right? Is it multiplying my hours or not? And Kiyosaki stepped forward in the book he wrote on cashflow quadrant and said, hey, let's call your attention to something. I used to have two dads, my real dad and the other dad. The other dad was very wealthy. My real dad had all the grades, all the certificates, was well educated, was well placed at place of work. But as time went on, he found out that his lifestyle dropped. What happened? What did he get wrong? But my rich dad kept getting richer and was working lesser and lesser. The essence of this discussion tonight is for us to ask ourselves, what system are you working? See, this whole quantum energy thing and all that is actually to place you into the side of the quadrant where you can have access to passive income. Yeah, I've hit that now. So are you doing your income all alone by yourself? What you earn, does it depend on what you alone can do? You need to really, really consider this question very, very important. Because like I said, you will not always be available. You will not always be healthy. You will not always have the time. No one can build wealth without leverage. That is a fact. That is a truth. What is leverage? How do you get leverage? You need to start asking the question. You need to start inquiring, start reading. And then if you just have one stream of income, error, bad. Now when we also talk about having time working for you, you know that a couple of us here may have also ventured or tried to have a business where you've employed a few people. Now you know that goes with so much headache. When you are not there, nobody can do your business like you. In fact, in sales defines people that have employed people. You have an office where you have people who clock in, be every 8 o'clock or every 9 o'clock, and they clock out every 5 p.m. He describes it as an adult daycare center. When you are not there, they are relaxed. They don't do your business like you would do if you are there. All right? They will take the pen they don't need, they drink water. So many overheads, so many things working against you. So you find out that system is also very challenging. I've seen people who start businesses. I mean, I'm sure you have also seen people who start businesses and they had to close the doors because they're not able to cope. So is it possible to have a business, to have access to people, have access to leverage without business headaches? That is what this platform is about. That is the discussion that we are having. And this is something that everybody will pay attention to because even the big businessmen, big, large conglomerates, they have this challenge. They're wondering, oh my, I'm spending so much. I have to pay salary. I have to pay for the place of business. I have to do this. I have to do that. Well, oh my gosh, that is the discussion that we are having. And this is something that everybody will pay attention to because even the big businessmen, big, large conglomerates, they have this challenge. They're wondering, oh my, I'm spending so much. I have to pay salary. I have to pay for the place of business. I have to do this. I have to do that. Okay, 1 second. I'm sorry. I didn't realize that. Oh my gosh, that's the discussion that we are having. And this is something that everybody will pay attention to because even the big businessmen, big, large All right, so we're back. Woo, I hope I wasn't even communicating at all. I wanted to mute everybody, but I thought I was already here. No need to mute everybody. Okay, I've been trying to share the fact that we need to start analyzing things. We need to start thinking the way that we have gone, the system that maybe we have worked or practiced. How come it's not working? How come people are working so hard and it's like it's getting more and more difficult? And I was actually sharing, I don't know how much disturbance that there was, and I don't know how much I was able to communicate. Well, sorry about that. I had muted my speaker here sometime during the day because I was doing something, but I forgot to unmute it. So apologies for that. Well, I'm just saying that if you do, the summary of what I've been saying all the while is that if you do the same thing over and over again, not even you, if people do the same thing over and over again and they expect a different result, that's not very smart. If someone has gone on a road and they didn't succeed, maybe at a point they succeeded and then you see them go down, and that's not so good, okay? So at this point in our life, in our world, you can't afford to be careless. You can't afford not to pay attention. You can't afford to say it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I can do whatever I want to do and get by. No. Yes. So that's how it is. And even as you decide to come into the marketplace, I just talked about, I don't know how much disturbance I got on the Zoom that I hope I communicated. I talked about setting up a business so that you can even have access to people and be able to multiply your time. That's have time leverage. And so I said, well, the problem is that people are not going to do your business as well as you. There's a challenge of business overheads, headaches. And there are so many people who have closed the doors of their business due to so many problems. So is it possible to have the advantage of owning a business without business headaches? The answer is a yes. It's a road that's less traveled. It's a road that many people have not really cared to try to understand. A road that is easily ignored. A road that also there are people who haven't done it so well, so it looks as if it's not worth it. But I tell you that over 2 decades now I've been on this road. It's only getting better. In contrast to people who work, and after like 20 years of working or 30 years of working, they are older, they are weaker, and their lifestyle is dropping. But having made a decision to be on this road for over 20 years, it's only getting sweeter. It's only getting better. I had asked earlier that when you look at the future sincerely, and whether you accept it or not, money is an issue. Money is a major issue. When you look at the future, how do you view the future? With great anxiety or anticipation? Anxiety, like you're not sure. You're not sure. How am I going to pay my children's school fees? Will I ever live in a house of my own? Or this house of my own that I live in, am I going to maintain it? What's going to happen tomorrow? What's happening to my business? I'm hardly even making sales. All this concern. Where do I live? I say people are not even sure, even as to where to live, where to reside. It's the rate at which people are migrating from one place to the other around the world is increasing because of anxiety, because of uncertainty. And so my message here today that it's possible for you to have business profits, the benefit and advantage that having your own business, having access to people, having access to time leverage, the benefit of having that without the headaches is possible. So on that line, we also have to ensure that there are 5 things we need to ensure that, to checkmark, to ensure that when we go on this journey, we will succeed big time. So we've always shared it on this platform, and it will make it your learning curve is easier because as you are here, we've done the due diligence. All you need to do is say yes, I think I like what you're talking about. Since people have done your due diligence, it makes my learning curve shorter. The product here, the product that we bring to the market is the service we bring to the market for the information we bring to the marketplace is highly needed. It is solving problems in the marketplace. The product is meeting the need that we say it will meet. And it's priced to sell. People are willing to pay for it. Okay? It's demanded internationally. And then, of course, well, we all should be entrepreneurs because you don't want to just depend on your salary, what you're paid, linear income. That's not very, very wise right now. So as entrepreneurs, you make money. What is also good is that you have the support, like this meeting we have here tonight is part of us. It's part of our ways of supporting you. So you have the support. You have people who are willing to work with you if you yourself are hungry enough for success. It's interesting that people say that they really want to make it in life. There's hardly any individual, because of what all of us, there's hardly any individual that you will meet that will tell you that they don't want to succeed. There's hardly any individual like that. Everybody wants to make a success. Everybody wants to succeed. Everybody wants to make sure that, they give their family the life that they deserve. Children you bring into this world, people who depend on you, want to make sure that you are giving them the best. But the challenge, my friend, the challenge is that people say those things and they don't mean it. They might say that they mean it, but the test of it is that when it comes down to what they need to do, how they need to discipline themselves, they're not ready to do those things. All right? Yes. I need to take a closer look. Even the mere discipline of making sure that 7 p.m. you are here to plug your mind into the positive atmosphere where you will learn something, but also you will open up yourself to ideas. You're not ready to do that. So if you are, you have to be willing. Nobody, the only person that can help you, that's coming to help you, is you. You make money. You make money here, make money part-time, you make money full-time. It's all up to you because it's the system that works. There's free support. And then the timing is right. When it comes to the product, the timing is right. When it comes to the opportunity, the timing is right. When it comes to what you will gain, the training, the culture, the person you will give yourself permission to become, the timing is right. Okay, so that is taken care of. We've done the due diligence. The company also has good leadership, good reputation. The product is good. So what are we waiting for? It's to launch out, to launch in and start. The timing is not only good, but the opportunity is still young. The world needs what we have internationally. And if you're plugging right now from Nigeria, it's an advantage for you. This product is being shipped all over the world. This is our office right now in Ikeja, Lagos, Nigeria. And so I hope you understand what I've been trying to sell to you, the idea I've been trying to share with you. And so what fuels this idea? As I give myself the permission to take charge of my finance, as I give myself the permission to decide to look into the future with great anticipation, to take back the choices that I may have handed to someone else, freedom and all that. What we have, what we're giving to the world, the information we're giving to the world, the product, the service we're giving to the world is quantum healing energy. And the timing is so right because people are sick. More people are sick today. My friend in South Africa tells me that everybody in South Africa is sick. They have diabetes. People are sick all over the world. People are sick. Now, do you think that there are people, what opportunity do you see if you provide the solution to your community where people will always be healthy? Can we communicate on the chat? Do you see an opportunity there if in your church, your mosque, your community, you are bringing to the table solution whereby situation whereby people don't have to be sick. People are keyed into a preventive lifestyle. Do you think that there is an opportunity for money making? If this is the solution you're bringing to the marketplace, can you type a yes if you agree? Or type money? That you type a yes, or you type money, yeah, or you say I agree. In the chat box, I want to be sure that you are with me. Because how to create wealth today? Because people, there's hopelessness everywhere. There's hopelessness in the air. People don't know what to do. But if you look back at the history of time, can you hear me? I hope you can hear me, and I appreciate your response. Thank you. Just be kind enough to respond. People are despondent. People don't know what to do. People are leaving their good paid job in a country and going to another country, and people are just like, But if you look back at the world history, there are people who have remained relevant no matter what. And these are the people who take a look at the situation of the world that they find themselves and decide to bring solution. Each time that happens, people create wealth. And that is actually the mindset we want to create here on the Zoom. And if we go along that line and begin to have this business discussion and also work on this, see whether we can create a vision around this, your goal. How many families would you like to touch with this quantum energy information? How many families would you like to educate on the fact, first of all, that it is possible for them to spend less on medication? That it's possible for them to enjoy consistent good health. If, my friend, we can synchronize and build a mastermind on this idea that it's possible for us to start from one family, your family, right? Your own family, as you are listening to me, it's possible for you as a person to enjoy consistent good health. And that is if I am meeting you at the point where you don't have any ailment, or at the point where you have health issues. If you do have health issues, we can work on this path where we'll get you to begin to spend less on medication. And how that happens is that your doctor reduces your dosage. For example, I take high blood pressure, for example. Expose yourself to quantum technology. Quantum technology helps your body to regain awareness of self-healing. Ask the person that invited you to thanks for all the responses. So we need to start thinking. Before we go on the line of despondency, before we go on the line of hopelessness, before we go on the line of being anxious and thinking about how difficult things are, you're being presented with an opportunity. How many families can you educate with this idea or share this vision that, hey, we found something that can help people always be healthy? And not only that, if they also synchronize themselves or partner with this vision, can also start touching lives of individuals and even families who can become financially independent with this idea. And wealth is created by ideas. That once upon a time in my country, Nigeria, there was a time there was no mobile phone. People didn't have mobile phones. I remember you have to go to a phone booth to make call or drop some voice message. Someone came up with the idea that, hey, it's possible for everyone to have their own cell phone. At a point, it even looked impossible. We had a very prominent person in Nigeria who said, it's not possible. It's not possible for people to have mobile phones. Today, people have mobile phones. The people who made that idea manifest, who made it possible, are so wealthy. I learned one of the very wealthy men I know said that each time MTN declares how much they have made in a year, okay, he's happy. The only regret he has is that he wishes he invested more into that idea, because it's a growing idea. It's an idea that has manifested and has kept growing. We are presented with an idea how we can actually help ourselves, our family, and then you want to set a goal. How many families do I want to share this vision with? That it is actually possible to enjoy consistent good. I was in a room with some friends on an international training, and up front we have a training after this Zoom call, or we'll plug into our international friends in America, where we can continue on this mastermind thinking. All right. I'm inviting you. So the person that invited you, all you need to do is private chat them to share the link with you. Okay, it's a Google Meet link. Once you have Gmail on your phone, come into that room. That's actually what we want. You know why you need to find yourself in such rooms? It's because the only thing out there is bad news. Go to Instagram, go to Facebook, check on your WhatsApp. Somebody's sharing something bad that has happened. And those things are affecting us. It affects our mind. It affects our well-being because it is attacking your subconscious. Subconscious does not know whether it's positive or negative. And if your subconscious is negatively affected, it's going to affect your earning power. So what the good you want to do for yourself is to find yourself in a room where it's positive, where you are being challenged or you are being influenced to thinking solutions. How can I bring solution for myself and for the world? And when you bring solution to the world, you make money. And that way, you begin to look at the future with so much hope, where people around you are totally hopeless. Because you have been offered an opportunity to bring solution to your circle, you begin to change rooms. You go to bed tonight with a different mentality, a different mindset that, hey, there's an opportunity here. And with the internet as our partner, the internet is there to partner with you, there's so much possibility. But there's so much possibility right now that people can actually purchase from you internationally, wherever they are, and the money gets into your bank account. Things are so made easy. In as much as we find ourselves living in very challenging times, this is one time where there's so much possibilities. You just have to have the right plugin. Yes, you have the right plugin. And if you are here listening to me, embrace it. Make good use of it. Don't just say that, oh, yeah, double plus. Quantum product. I'm even getting tired. You've lost it already. This is in this parcel that these products are. We have this product, and the good thing about this product is that the feedbacks are positive. Feedbacks like Parkinson's disease gone. Feedbacks like people having their cataract in their eye or glaucoma disappear. So nobody wants to be sick. Everybody wants to have their health intact. In fact, you want to take anything, don't take people's health. People don't want to live a pain-free life. But unfortunately, the world we live in right now, the modern world we live in right now, the humans are disadvantaged health-wise because of pollution in the environment, pollution in our food. Food safety is a major concern. We're surrounded with radiation. We're exposed to that exposes us to all kinds of ailments. Our lifestyle, our sedentary lifestyle exposes us to all. So what we bring to the marketplace, what we are offering is something that the whole world needs. Men suffer from prostate issue. How many men can I reach? How many men can you reach to let them know that post-trade problem, I have the solution. And it's not just like every other person in the marketplace say they have solution. It's not just, let me just be a salesperson, a marketer. These are solutions that keeps giving us positive feedbacks. Sexual dysfunction is almost common because people don't even understand that the lifestyle that they find themselves in is a huge disadvantage, okay, for them. And so that's why we want to invite you to take a closer look. Get back to the person that invited you. Say, what I heard, I want more information. I want more information because I want to take charge of my life. See, with what is available for us, with the information and the possibilities that are available, you do not have the permission to complain about finance. If you find yourself, you are low in income, if you find that as time is going by, you are not able to meet up with financial challenges, we've got news for you. You don't have to dwell there too long. There's so much hope. You just need to come closer and let's share with you that even in these times of hopelessness, especially because of finance, people are finding solutions. People are making it. They say, yes, we live in the most challenging times in history, but we live in time whereby more and more people are breaking through financially. So it's what you know, it's the information you know, it's a circle you plug yourself in, is the permission you give yourself. So I'm giving you an invitation for a training that we have in the next 11 minutes. So all you need to do is send the person that invited you a message and say, hey, you talked about the training. Now this training is by Eric Quarry, and it's even a question and answer night. So you may have questions and you're wondering, how do I get by financially? The job I'm working on, I don't even like it, but I can't leave it. I'm getting weaker. I was just told today, someone who migrated just sent a message because of the challenges. And these are things people don't really not only count the cost before they make some decision. He has to take a second job. And before you know, he has to take a third job. And the person is not getting younger. The solution is not in increasing the number of jobs you have. The solution is, what system are you working? That is it. That's the question. Okay. So I'm going to go off the Zoom right now, and I want to invite you to send us a message and be part of a training. People who have a better solution. And then we're going to be here on Zoom 7 p.m. tomorrow again, and we'll talk more about what we found. It's an opportunity for you to always be healthy, an opportunity for you to also enjoy financial freedom, not because of the money that you will make right now, but it's because of how the money comes. Like, it's not all dependent upon you. You must key into that system that allows you to enjoy passive income. And this is not just talking like every other person out there on the internet. This is real. We're enjoying it. We're happy. And I want you to come and take a closer look. If someone offers you an amazing opportunity, this is an amazing opportunity. I can tell you it's an amazing opportunity because I've been here for like life is charming. I see people who is as if their best years is in the past. The fun times are in the past, when they used to travel the world, when they had money at their disposal, when they could go on vacation, when they could give their children, they can spend money, and it's in the past. And they look forward. It's as if there is no promise of that ever again. Hello? We're here to let you know that you don't have to feel that way. The best is yet to come. In fact, the possibilities that I have right now, we have right now. I remember I started working online as far back as 2005. The things one can do online from the comfort of your home is so much down than before. But if you don't know, you don't know. And that's why I'm inviting you to come for this training that we're going to have by 8 p.m. Nigerian time in the next 8 minutes. So I need to get out of here. And then I hope you take it serious. If you still have questions, join us tomorrow, 7 p.m. to know how to partner with us and get the free support, free coaching, free training. The training I'm inviting you to is part of the free training you have when you partner with us, all right? So thank you for being here. It's my awesome privilege to also be sharing with you what we found. One thing I love about what I have done, thank you. One thing I love about what I do is that I share it with people, and if the people will give themselves the permission. Thank you. I am going